Today's very heartbroken news. Weeks after resentencing, Julie Chrisley is back in Federal Bureau of Prisons custody, site states. But why? And Julie Chrisley to keep serving 7-year prison sentence. What we know about the resentencing. I will explain everything. Never miss this video. Hello viewers, I am Toya. Welcome to our new video. Before going to the main topic, I would like to say, like this video and please subscribe to the channel. Weeks after resentencing, Julie Chrisley is back in Federal Bureau of Prisons custody, site states. But why? Renowned for their successful documentary series, Chrisley Knows Best, on USA Network, Todd and Julie Chrisley were convicted of tax evasion and bank fraud. Julie Chrisley, the disgraced reality TV star, has returned to the custody of the Federal Bureau of Prisons, according to their website. Julie Chrisley, star of According to Chrisley, has returned to Federal Medical Center in Lexington, Kentucky, as of Thursday, October 17, 2024. She spent weeks not in BOP custody because of her resentencing hearing in the tax evasion and bank fraud case that resulted in her and her husband, Chrisley Knows Best actor Todd Chrisley, being imprisoned. Julie Chrisley, FMC Lexington, has been incarcerated since January 2023. The prison website that tracks inmates listed Julie Chrisley as not in BOP custody, instead of the FMC Lexington location for a few weeks, starting at least on September 22, days before her resentencing hearing in Georgia. The U.S. Marshals Service was holding Julie Chrisley at the time. A federal judge last month mandated that Julie Chrisley carry out the remainder of her 7-year prison term for bank fraud and tax evasion, after the 11th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals determined that the lower court had miscalculated Chrisley's prison sentence due to a lack evidence of her full involvement in the bank fraud scheme for which she and her husband, Todd Chrisley, were sentenced. The 51-year-old Chrisley matriarch, who rose to fame on the USA Network hit show Chrisley Knows Best, appeared in federal court in Atlanta on September 25 for a sentencing hearing. According to a records check conducted on September 22, Julie Chrisley was not at FMC Lexington prior to the resentencing hearing. A Bureau of Prisons records search on the reality TV personality revealed that the not-in-BOP custody status was modified on October 17. But the BOP website has consistently stated April 22, 2028, as the release date. Not in BOP custody is not defined on the BOP website, which serves as a record locator for prisoners. The website does mention that the U.S. Marshals Service may have taken a pretrial detainee out of custody and subsequently released by the court with no further notice to the BOP. During the resentencing hearing in Atlanta, Savannah Chrisley, the daughter of Todd and Julie Chrisley, spoke about her mother in a WSB TV report on September 25. She is doing fine. The shipping process is, in my opinion, the most cruel one, particularly for women, and it is a procedure that nobody is aware of. Only 4 women should be transported with more than 75 males. There is no justification for this. Channel 2 Action News Savannah Chrisley stated, "There is simply no reason that should be happening. We had a conversation last night. I have no idea how she goes through that process. It's difficult." According to news sources, the family lawyer, Alex Little, and the couple's son, Chase Chrisley, also attended the hearing in Atlanta. Julie Chrisley to keep serving 7-year prison sentence. What we know about the resentencing. At Wednesday morning's resentencing hearing, former reality star Julie Chrisley, who had been incarcerated in a federal prison in Lexington, Kentucky, was ordered to continue serving her 7-year term for bank fraud and tax evasion. According to the Associated Press, a lawyer for the Chrisleys had asked for the Chrisley family matriarch to receive a lighter sentence. Julie Chrisley, meanwhile, was a core part of the fraud plan, according to U.S. lawyers. According to the AP, Chrisley added, "I apologize for my actions and what led me to where I am today. "The most difficult time in my life has been my incarceration," she continued. According to People magazine, she stated, "I am so sorry for what my children have gone through, and I can never repay them for it." The following information pertains to Julie Chrisley and her resentencing hearing. The 11th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals determined that the lower court miscalculated Chrisley's prison time, citing a lack of evidence of her full involvement in the bank fraud scheme for which she and her husband, Todd Chrisley, were sentenced. 3 months later, Julie Chrisley appeared in federal court in Atlanta on Wednesday morning for a sentencing hearing. In a court document that USA Today was able to receive, U.S. District Judge Eleanor L. Ross provided justification for the sentence imposed during the 50-minute hearing and supported her 2022 decision. In addition to 5 years of supervised release and 84 months in prison, Chrisley was also ordered to pay more than $4.7 million in restitution, which is the total sum that the prosecution said she had gotten unlawfully. The judge reportedly clarified that her 2022 decision was less than what the prosecutors had asked for and already a reduced sentence for Chrisley's offenses. Received a total of $17,270,741.57 in proceeds as a result of committing the offense of conviction. Todd Chrisley was ordered to forfeit that sum to the government in accordance with Ross' amended forfeiture order, which was filed on Wednesday and examined by USA Today. A records check revealed Julie Chrisley is not at the Federal Medical Center in Lexington, Kentucky, days before her resentencing hearing on Wednesday. A search of Bureau of Prisons records indicates that Julie Chrisley was listed as not in BOP custody on Sunday, September 22, with an April 22, 2028 release date. Not in BOP custody is not defined on the BOP website, which serves as a record locator for prisoners. A pretrial detainee may have been taken out of custody by the U.S. Marshals Service, according to the website, and subsequently released by the court with no further notice to the BOP. Todd and Julie Chrisley are both serving jail terms after a jury in June 2022 found them guilty of conspiring to conduct tax evasion, defraud the IRS, and scam Atlanta's community banks out of almost $36 million in bogus loans. Julie Chrisley also received convictions for wire fraud and obstruction of justice. Julie Chrisley was given a 7-year sentence, and Todd Chrisley was given a 12-year sentence 5 months later. January 2023 marked the start of their separate sentences. USA Today reported on June 25, 2024, that federal courts found Julie Chrisley's case lacked sufficient evidence, resulting in the revocation of her 18-month jail term. According to papers USA Today was able to collect, judges from the 11th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals determined in June 2024 that the judge in Julie Chrisley's 2022 trial had misjudged her sentence and failed to locate evidence confirming her complete role in the bank fraud conspiracy for which she was convicted. Despite finding that the initial trial judge misjudged Julie Chrisley's punishment, the Court of Appeals affirmed the convictions of Chrisley, her husband Todd Chrisley, and their accountant Peter Tarantino. Beginning in 2006, she was held accountable for the entire fraud enterprise. We cannot independently find it in the record, and the district court did not identify the evidence it relied on to hold Julie accountable for losses incurred prior to 2007. The judges said in their unpublished conclusion. In June 2024, attorney Alex Little for Julie and Todd Chrisley sent a statement to USA Today via email saying, "We're pleased that the court agreed that Julie's sentence was improper, but we're obviously disappointed that it rejected Todd's appeal. With this step behind us, we can now challenge the couple's convictions based on the illegal search that started the case. No more today. What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.